Welcome back to our Monday night show, everybody. And tonight we're talking about eBay's fees. I mean, the big question is, when is it too much? Hello? Anyone there? You waiting? Is anyone waiting? Belle? There's some people waiting here.
Hi.
Hello? Anyone there? Hang on a second, what's this? There is a duck race later on.
I hate that duck. Now the favourite person of the show is here.
Say hello, cooks. Say hello.
Because we all know that's what people come for, don't they? They don't come to see us. They come to see the dog.
I think we need to go and get ready. So see you in a minute.
Bye!
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to another Monday night. As you can see, I'm on my own tonight. Unfortunately, you are stuck with me. I hope everyone's... Hang on a minute. What? You kidding me? Really? Here she is! She's here! You made it! You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Bargain Belle, and I am the better half of Cookie and the Haydens. Hi.
Welcome. I'm aboard. Good to
You
have
don't think I was going to leave you for 2 weeks running with just Chris, did you? Not
Thanks
a chance.
for turning up.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so Belle is actually on a training course in Devon, and she's in a police digs.
This is Devon and Cornwall's HQ. Oh, no, actually, there's no fanciness to it whatsoever.
Thank you for taking the time to join us.
You're welcome. I literally have nothing else to do. My TV doesn't work.
Nothing works.
Nothing works.
Anyway, welcome everybody in the chat today. Today we're going to talk about eBay's fees. Does there come a point when it is too much and you just have to say goodbye to eBay? But hold that thought, and we'll discuss it a little bit later on. We've got sale of the week. We've got this is heavy. We've got some thank yous to do. And the duck race towards the end. Joan has provided our duck race prize this week. So thank you to Joan. It is a pink sparkly duck. A bit like, was it Little Steve Sparkle Butt or something? Big Steve Sparkle's butt. Remember that one? Is she frozen? Is she there?
You keep I don't know if it's is it just freezing for me, or is it freezing for everybody?
You keep freezing a little bit.
So does yours. That's why I'm wondering if it's just me. So it could just be me. What were you saying? I was too busy trying to read the comments.
One job. Saying it doesn't matter. It's Joan's duck. Joan is providing the duck this week, and an extra special little surprise with the duck for the winner. So that is very nice of you. Thank you, Joan.
Were you asking me what the name of Steve's duck was? It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't it? So it was something sparkle, but wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a similar kind of duck to that one.
Ooh, very nice.
Anyway, Belle is going to attempt to do beat Belle to the bottom, even though she's on mobile. So get your hellos in now, and we'll see if we can beat Belle to the bottom.
You failed last week.
Did I? I don't think I did.
Sure you did.
When did I? Don't
know. But yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how we can manage.
And we're off. Go.
So we've got Ready Steady Retro, Richard Payne, Antoinette Daly, Elaine Parks, Peter Ray, Lisa, Ian G, James D, Fluffy Muffin, Once Loved Treasures, Helen, Pat Walker, Tango 2 Pints, Lyndon Jeffrey, Limelight Vinty, Cheap Charlie, Emsden, Lenny's Attic, Andrew Worth, Ready Steady Retro, Joan, XTC 15, Jack, George's Treasure Shed, Craig Chaplin, Delboy Dan, Ella, Flogsome Togs, Chris Tyler, Rosie Marsden, Brummy Time Lord, The Jimmy Riddle Show. I have no idea.
Jimmy Riddle's in.
Bottom. Hey?
Jimmy Riddle's in.
Jimmy Riddle's in.
There he is.
Chappers, Resale Oasis, Rosie Marsden, Belle's Cozy Corner, Richard Payne, Flea Market Jeff, Greg, Lana, Jason T. Smith. Hello.
Welcome.
I'm struggling now. I can't find any new names. Come on. AC Global Reselling.
Are you staying in custody?
And I'm at the bottom. Oliver Ian. Woohoo! Guaz. Am I what? I'm at the bottom.
Are you?
I'm at the bottom.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm at the bottom of my chat anyway. That's really hard.
You're in custody. You're in a cell.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Jason, Belle is on a training course at the moment, so she is from her hotel room.
Hey, I've stayed in Worst B&Bs, trust me, and I paid for them. It's not actually been. It's not bad, to be fair. Like I said, the bed's comfy enough, and I picked one that's got an ensuite. Some of them don't have ensuites, and you have to use a shared bathroom out there. So I managed to get one with an ensuite. And I didn't know till this morning, but when I went out this morning, they gave me a little orange card and said I get a free breakfast and a free evening meal each day.
Bloody hell, it's all right for some, innit?
As well as tea,
my own bloody food this week.
As well as tea and coffee throughout the day, which I literally thought I wouldn't mind, but I didn't know this, so I did go out shopping yesterday and buy a load of stuff.
Not happy with that. Tango 2 Pints. Check your emails, Graham. Check your emails.
Belle's ordering room service tonight with Chris having beans on toast. Yeah, I don't think Devon and Cornwall police stretch to room service. They don't even have a cooker. You literally have to survive on a microwave, a toaster, and a kettle. Oh, I can see Catherine on this one. I can see the Facebook ones.
Oh, you can see the Facebooks.
I can. Yeah, hi, Kat.
Steve says, have we somehow joined a FaceTime between the Haydens? Pretty much.
No, we're both fully clothed, so definitely not. Look, though, how cute is this? I brought a mug with a picture of me, Chris, and Cookie on it just to keep me company. I'm a saddo.
That is pretty sad. Are you in Exeter, said Babs? Yes, she is.
Yes, I'm in Middlemore. I am.
Jack says, how did the leather jackets go? I've been working through some of them today. It's going to take me a while to get them all listed. But yeah, I think I've listed 4. I think I've listed 5 at the moment.
You know, Chris has stocked up on Haribo. Seriously, he's got a box in the attic for his Whatnot show full of chocolate, and I can guarantee it'll probably half empty when I get home.
Yeah, talking of cute, this is what Belle sent me in the post. She sent me, she's only going away for 4 days on a training course, and she sent me a moon pig card. And I don't know if you can read it. It says,
all you can see the word is weird.
yeah, need to see this weird face soon. And then she sent you can put videos with cards now. So she sent a video. I won't show you that one.
But to be fair, it was supposed to arrive
Cute.
tomorrow. It was supposed to give you at least a couple of nights of not being with me. Not today, but hey. Chris said, how's my...
She's around the corner.
What?
Go and see Babs.
Babs is around the corner. Well, if you want to arrange to see me, Babs, go for it. I can try you. Are you free tomorrow? I've got to be somewhere at 5, but potentially between 3 and 5 I'll be free.
There you go.
My new car, it's amazing. It's amazing. I don't know how I didn't go to automatic before now. The drive down here was so much easier, which was the whole point of getting it. So yeah, it's works well.
That's good.
Yeah.
This is weird. This is not normal, this. This is weird hotel.
Oh, see, Elaine is still missing me. And I'm here. Hi, Elaine.
Oh, yeah. Cheers, Tango. Yeah,
Hi, Tommy.
I'll get them out on Wednesday morning now. I'd have had them out this morning, but I realised you'd not sent me your address, so yeah, no worries.
Tommy Trades has joined us. Tommy Trades has joined us.
Hi, Tommy. Let's do a little feature. I can't find the thing. Here we go.
I hope and pray we can sell it all on eBay.
Sale of the week, guys. It's been a quiet week for me this week. I don't know what it's been like for everybody else, but I did notice that George Ross Retro Reselling put out that he'd had a really unusually quiet week. A lot of people have also commented that it's been a quiet week. And I too have had a very quiet week, but I probably haven't listed as much in the last week as what I normally do for one reason or another. But I did make a sale of something that I've had since the last USA trip that we went on. Not this one, the previous one. I bought something there that just sold. It's taken ages. I probably started the price way too high, but let me share the screen and I'll show you what sold. So that's going to be my sale of the week. Thank Christ that's gone.
Either someone's farting or Belle's phone is on vibrate. My phone is on vibrate, unfortunately. I don't have to change
the screen. Okay, This is my sale of the week. It's a really nice jersey, actually. I got 2 of them, so I do still have another one to sell. The other one's actually signed, but the one that wasn't signed is the one that sold. And I did message the buyer to say, you do realize I do have another one in case you want another one. But yeah, this Tomahawks ice hockey jersey went for $34.99. But I've had this since not the last USA trip, but the previous one to that.
2022.
When did we go on that trip?
2022. October 2022.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
You see, that's been on my store way too long, so I must have started the price too high on that one. So anyway, it's sold. So that is my sale of the week, $34.99. You know, what can you say? Everything sells eventually. If you keep reducing the price on stuff, everything will sell eventually.
But then you wouldn't have paid much for that cost-wise. No. It'd have been less than $10. Less than
$10. Probably $6.99 because I seem to have in my mind it was like a Goodwill or something, and it was probably $6.99.
Fluffy said this feels like when we had to FaceTime family during lockdown.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Elaine's send your daughter our love, won't you? Hopefully it's been the right decision for her and she can move forward now.
What was that? Sorry.
Elaine's daughter's had issues with work, hasn't she? And she's put that she's now resigned.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so hopefully it's the right decision, because sometimes that is the right decision.
George says, I've made a video, had a no sales day on Saturday, so tweaked all my listings and usual stuff. Then Sunday did 350 and some older listings sold. Video out Wednesday. There you go. Cool. It does pay. It pays to revisit your listings on a regular basis. Don't wait until you have like a quiet week or whatever. Just constantly revisit all your old listings. Keep looking at your prices and keep looking at your titles. Every weekend, mine get tweaked. That's what I do at a weekend. So yeah, that's kind of what I do. Even though I've had a shit week this week. It's been really bad.
Del Boy Dan says, my best week for a long time last week. Weekend was not so good, but today has been really good, even though he's had 2 returns.
It's weird, isn't it? You can't fathom it out.
Lisa's had an awful week.
Very quiet this last week, says Andrew. Rob, thank you for the $2 super chat. Very much appreciated. How many trucks with gun racks did you see in Florida? I wasn't really looking, Rob, to be honest.
No, I didn't really notice anything.
We went past the gun fair, didn't we? Remember that sign that said it was a gun fair day or something?
Yeah. Flea Market Jess says, Belle looks like some sort of stress has been removed from her daily life for 4 days. Cookie doesn't, bless her. Chris sent me a picture of Cookie and he's had to put her bed on the top of the stairs because she's constantly sat staring out the landing window. My poor baby. Where's my dog now?
She's in the same place I took that photo.
She's still at the top of the stairs.
Mm-hmm. She's waiting for you to come home. Chris Tyler says, Chris, I see your leather coat video got 3,000 views. People like seeing bad things. Yeah. To be fair, I mean, people like seeing dramatic things, don't they? Not necessarily bad things. But I think maybe people were just happy to see something that wasn't a USA video, that wasn't a USA thrifting video, because obviously the people who have watched that series have enjoyed it. But other than that, the majority of usual viewers haven't been watching them, which is sad, really, because, you know, put a lot of time and effort into videos. But there you go. But like you said, the USA ones also contain content for our safekeeping too. Yeah, it's for us as well. By the way, guys, the USA series is coming to a close. You'll be pleased to know. I think I may have 2 videos left. It's definitely coming to a close because I think on this video I mentioned that we only had 5 days left of the holiday. So I think there may be 1 or 2 videos left, and then we'll be finished with that series. AC Global said, I've had a tragic week. Friday to today, I've sold 2 items, been listing 5 a day on a good quality, such as Patagonia, Edwin, swings and roundabouts. So yeah, well, it'll come back round, AC, definitely. And Jason said, I sold a $265 large teddy bear today. Oh, did I see that one, Jason, on your Facebook? Did I see that you took a picture like outside of that teddy? $65 to ship it. Chris has had 2 sales today. Both going to Wales. They're not coming to you, are they? I'm only just catching up. I'm only up at Flea Market. It's not. This chat is weird on here, so it must have jumped down to Jeff's, and I've scrolled back up because I couldn't see where you are and I've missed a load. Yeah. Helen's been extremely quiet this week. Jack's got a question. Thank you for your question, Jack. Let me read it. I haven't read it yet. I might regret that. I've been selling a lot of products, but only for $12 to $13.99. Loads of work to list to make around £5 an item. Should I focus on selling high value products or higher quantity? It depends what business model you're going for, Jack. To be honest, loads of people do high volume, low cost, especially if you've got multiple items, multiple quantity items, or multi-quantity listings. You know, if you've got 30 of the same thing, even if it's low value, it'll just tick over nicely if it's a good seller. But then, like myself, I'm aiming for higher value, quicker sell-through rate stuff. But it's easier said than done, Jack, to be honest. You can say to yourself, oh, should I be selling high value products? But you've got to find the high value products and probably pay up for them, pay a bit more than what you do the low value, and also make sure that they're going to sell at a reasonable rate. So it's not as easy as that, but you just kind of, you know, you've got to think to yourself, what kind of business model do you want to run? Because both can be successful, but it's up to you and depends what kind of products you're selling as well. Ian G says one sale all day, the algorithm's all over the place. Belle says, Chris, love my Guardians pin from the boys.
I did when you put those pictures up, I was like, ooh, I recognize that pin. And then you had the picture of the jacket. I was like, I recognize that pin. And I recognize that pin. Oh, shit, because you've got the Back to the Future ones on your jacket as well, haven't you? The little cars. So there you go. Every time Sam's buying them, they're going on Belle's denim jacket for a collection.
Yeah, I saw it, Jason. That was a big teddy. That it reminded me of the time I bought. What was that big? Was it one of the mooses?
Brother Bear.
It was a moose from Brother Bear. I don't know which one. I think it was Rut. I had a big, like 4 foot rut. It was almost as big as Belle. And that was a pain in the backside, that.
You proper Frankenbox that to get it sent on.
I did. I had to Frankenbox that one. Chappers. Oh, it's Resale Oasis. You changed your name. People do this just to confuse me. I swear blind they do. I had my best sale today, £120 for an item I picked up for free. Oh, that's good. Well done. Well done, Chappers.
Pretty good.
We're now only 4 hours behind you in the UK. Feels like we're somehow closer.
Why have you had do you have the different time?
Somebody
change?
had a time change.
It must have been them because we haven't had it. I thought we were the only country that did that. But they must do it in Raleigh as well.
Jason was lucky. He had a box that happened to be the perfect size. That must have been a big box.
Mm-hmm.
Or unless you could squish it a bit. Like, if you can squish the teddy, because that's a good thing about plushies. You can squish them into small spaces. Or smaller spaces. Let's play a little game. 24, 24, 24. That's pretty small, isn't it? Inches are we talking? That's pretty small for a big teddy. 24. That's only that. You got a massive teddy into that box. Oh, we jumped ahead an hour Sunday morning.
See, I thought we were one of the only countries that did that. I don't think anywhere else did it. It's because it's a stupid thing.
Should we play a little game? It's time to play a little game. Here we go.
Great Scott. I know, this is heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Okay, we're going to play This Is Heavy. So anybody can take part in the whole world. That includes Jason or anyone else who's watching in another country. If you are the winner, me and Belle will send you something in the post, in the real post, the snail mail, directly from us.
I tell you what,
what?
If you live across the road, that snail mail is even slower.
It is actually.
I'm pretty sure it took a week for it to get across the road to our neighbour who won.
I know, I forgot. Now, the name of the game is you have to guess the weight of an item that I'm going to show you. I want the weight in grams, though. If it's over a kilogram, still give it me in grams. I want 1,000. Like if you think it's 1.5 kilos, I want 1,500 grams, please. Also, if you go over the weight, you are bust. You are out. You must be either under or on it to win it. The first person to get the closest weight will be declared the winner. People are putting weights in, and I've not even shown anything yet.
You can do this because I don't think I'm going to be able to check this very well.
Okay. Right. Now, if you've not watched the leather jacket fiasco, then please go watch it. It's doing pretty well on YouTube at the minute. And I just thought I'd pick out one of the leather jackets and ask you to guess the weight of it. Okay. So this is this lovely blue leather jacket.
This is your flasher jacket.
Yeah. This lovely vintage blue leather jacket. And I want to know, it's a long one. That's what she said. It's a long one. Ladies' jacket. And I want to know how much this weighs in grams, please. Grams. Put it in the chat. Yeah, Lisa, they did come out really, really well. I've listed 5 so far. I did a few this morning. But they kind of take quite a while to list. So it's mainly the photographing's a pain in the backside. Oh, Jason's gone 2721.
Babs, I've seen your message.
What?
Babs's message. I've seen Babs's message, so I'll have a look on Insta when we've finished.
Oh, okay. I'm going to give you a countdown, and when that's over, that's your time's up.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Here we are. I'm going to put end in the chat. No more entries after the word end. Right? Here we go. End.
I've just realised, dear, there's me going, oh, you'll have to do this. You will have to do it because you can't tell me what the answer is.
Yeah. Yeah, so I need I was asking what is the weight of this long leather jacket, this lovely blue one. This is like something out of like, I don't know, like Miami Vice or something, isn't it?
Pretty Woman, more like.
Pretty Woman, you reckon? I don't know if she wore blue leather jackets, but Lou at Fernley, you're too late. You are out. You are bust. You took way too long. Right, I am going text it to Belle. I'm going to see who has got it, and I'll do what I normally do. People seem to like it. I'm going to ping up on screen as we go along who's the closest. Elaine currently winning with 9. What?
I could have had a go this time.
You could have, yeah. So Elaine is currently winning. RS now takes the lead. RS is leading with 109.8. Tango 2 Pints is winning at 1350. That is pretty close, to be honest. 1350 is leading Tango 2 Pints. Tango 2 Pints is still leading this one. Tango 2 Pints. Jason T. Smith. When was the last time you weighed something? That's all I'm going to say. 2,721, Jason. You've been getting people to do your work for you. I know that. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. 1350. Nope. Tango's still winning. 1350. 1350. Tango's still winning. Still winning. Oh, George's Treasure Shed went for 1350 as well, but Tango was first. 1365. Lisa is now winning. Lisa is leading the pack. We're coming to the bottom. Looks like it's going to be Lisa. Yep, Lisa, you've won. The actual answer was 1423. 1.4 kilos, basically. 1423. Lisa, you're a winner. Jason says, yes, true. My assistant does all my listening. Guess before you showed the length. Oh, right. Okay. It was pretty long, though, Jay. It was a long one. Right. So, Lisa, send me your address when you get a minute. By the way, guys, if you're a winner of, if you win anything like the duck race or This Is Heavy, please send me your address straight away. Look, so many people don't send me their address, and I can't get a prize out to you unless you send me that address. So,
well, Lisa's messaged you already.
Lisa has. Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe how many people don't send addresses through. So that is this.
You know why? Because they probably, because they probably won the prizes before and think I don't want one of them again.
Yeah, it's shit. Yeah.
The thought that counts.
It is. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it?
Yes. Oh.
Okay. So tonight's headline chat, we might as well get into it, is eBay recently put up their fee, or they introduced a new fee. Actually, they didn't actually put up their normal fees. They introduced a new fee, and it was a tiny little increase of like 0.35%. But potential floodgates opening for more increases on that side rather than the other side. But that for me, that doesn't matter too much for me, because eBay is still the biggest platform in the world. It is the best platform. It is where I sell the most stuff, and it is where most of us in the chat, it's where most of us sell most of our stuff. And if you're a full-time reseller, if you're not on eBay, I'd be very, very surprised. Bell keeps dropping in and out. So yeah, if you're not on eBay, or if you're a full-time reseller and you walk away from eBay, I'd be interested to hear like what you're doing, or maybe you're going straight onto Amazon or whatever. But my question is, right, if fees keep going up, is there a point in which you say it's not worth it anymore? Because they haven't increased their main fee. Right? Let's say, for argument's sake, the main sale fee is 11% or 12%. They've not increased that one this time, but they've introduced a new fee. Now, on top of that, you also have your shop fee, which is a standard amount rather than a percentage. And then you've got promoted listings as well on top of that. So at the moment, it's very messy on eBay with fees, isn't it? You're getting bumped with fees everywhere you turn, right? You've got those. You've also got a new promoted listing fee coming in for you to get more exposure on Google, which really is a bit naughty, because you always used to get that with your normal promoted listings. You've got promoted listings advanced if you want to do pay-per-click. So it's like you are getting hit from multiple directions, and it is very, very messy on eBay for fees at the moment. So the question stands, what I originally said: is there a percentage, or is there a point at which you say, I'm done on eBay? And I'd especially like to hear from anyone who's full-time who would be willing to walk away from eBay, because I would struggle right now to walk away from eBay, because eBay is my biggest marketplace. But there are marketplaces coming through. You've got Vinted Pro that's going to come very soon. That could take a chunk. Whatnot is slowly growing. I mean, if they suddenly have a growth spurt, or they suddenly decide to start advertising properly, then, they could take a chunk. For me, at the minute, you've got your store fee, which on a middle store, what is it, about £90 or something, including that, something around that, 90 quid a month. And your other fees, I'm probably paying at the moment 25% to eBay, 25%. So every year, if eBay decide to put another % on that for the next 5 years, and it goes up, and you end up paying 30%. I mean, don't forget, I pay a lot on promoted, so I'd probably reduce my promoted. They'd lose money on the promoted. But if I carried on at the rate I am now, and they kept putting percentages on here, there, and everywhere, you know, if it got to 30%, that's quite a lot, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to hit the chat because I've said my bit and I've laid the foundations for a chat. So let's see what everyone says. There has to be a point where the percentages can't just keep going up. They need to rethink their charging structure, as you can't keep increasing percent fees, as once they start getting towards 20-30%, it becomes unsustainable for sellers to make their margins. Yeah, exactly that, AC, exactly. There's one thing, like, there's a difference between the two lots of fees. Like a standard set fee for having a shop, right? I can take like a small increase now and again on that. But when you increase percentages on sale prices, that is actually hitting you more and more each year. But on the other hand, if they were to decide between percentages and set fees, then there's pros and cons to both, because if you've got a set fee and 1 month you don't sell very much, you've still got that big fee. But if you've got a percentage and you don't sell much, then you haven't got much to pay. So there's kind of pros and cons to both sides. But I agree, when it starts creeping towards 30%, I think if they next time they increase the percentages, I'm going to have to decrease my promoted listings. I think that's the way I'm going to go. Once Love says no one wants increased fees, but let's face it, we're all making profit from our listings. If you're not making enough profit after fees, then adapt your business model or what you sell. It's true, Paul. But is there a point at which the percentage becomes too much? That's the question I'm asking. Because if a percentage goes up every single year, at what point do you say that percentage is actually too much? We're luckily, most of us have decent margins because we buy stuff cheap, we sell it at, higher. If you're, like you say, if you're working on a sort of a 3 times margin or less than 3 times, even less than 4 times, then that margin gets quite small. Yeah, Paul, that is true. Yeah, first jacket and I'm quids in. I need that first jacket in the bank, don't I? Delboy Dan says you've got to remember eBay charges you to sell. Like if you sell at auction, most auction houses are a minimum of 15% and higher. Higher item fee costs. You don't make as higher sales price, so eBay works out better. That's true. Yeah, that's true. Oh, it's always, yeah, absolutely cheaper than bricks and mortar. Yeah, totally. Lana said, I think the fees put private sellers off. They will use Vinted or Marketplace. You could be right there. However, private sellers do get a lot more offers in their inbox. They get like months of free deals and stuff. Plus, yes, there are GSP fees now as well. Lisa said, I do 8% promoted, but if they up their fees too much, I would have to, yeah. That's kind of what I was saying.
Don't catch me doing this on most shows, do you? Taking the layer off. It's warm in here.
Have you got some heat in there?
I've actually turned the radiator off because it was like a hot box in here. It's still really warm.
Paul said it's getting crazy, fee upon fee, like the international fee. They already charge on the postage and bill the buyer the full cost. What's the extra fee for? Andrew says, with 7% promoted cap, my average fees for the last 30 days is 28.5%. That's creeping up. That's, you know, that's up, isn't it? That's quite a lot. Already dropped it from a 10% cap. George's Treasure says the items I'm currently picking up are either free from dumpster diving or from Facebook, but I'm picky and I only get the items with decent margins. Can see myself being more picky at car boots. Yeah, I actually think the same, George. I'm being much more picky these days in what I buy, to make sure that there is a margin there. It helps you kind of not accumulate too much crap as well. I think you automatically, because I'm going for the higher value stuff, I want my average sale price to be above £30. And that's harder than you think. But in doing that, you're automatically being a lot more picky on what you pick up. So it kind of helps for that.
I'm pretty sure the 3 boxes of dodgy leather jackets weren't saying that.
Yeah, but look at how much those leather jackets are worth now, babe. Hey, who's laughing now? Who's laughing now?
We weren't laughing when you opened them.
True. On Amazon, it's a race to the lowest price. Maybe eBay will be a race to the highest promoted fee. Yeah, quite possibly. Creeping charges will inevitably lead to item price rises, leading to possible lower sales. eBay is simply greedy.
Martin said, did you leave me in a hotel in America? I wish.
Yeah. eBay are money grabbing, hitting sellers hard because they know we have very few options. Well, the options are increasing at the moment. So I'm not saying I'm going anywhere. At the end of the day, eBay for me is still my biggest platform. It's still the biggest platform. It's still the best platform. But I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Is there a point at which you walk away where you say, you know, 30%, you know, I can't work with 30%, or, you know, is there, what point do you?
But then, like we've said about all the cost of living rises, unless it's a mass walkout, it's going to make not a blind bit of difference.
Not
Is
really.
it 1 or 2 people walking away?
No, they'd have to. They would need to see mass exodus, really, wouldn't they, for anything to happen?
Yeah. Like you said, with everything, while people are still using it and people are still paying it, it's going to continue to happen, isn't it?
Jeff said, you know, you just have to pass the increase on to your buyers as slightly higher prices. That's how retail pricing's always worked. Yeah. Yeah.
Why not? Everything else is more expensive.
Richard said, I pay around 15 to 17% plus the middle shop fee. I don't promote, though. You're one of very few, Richard, that doesn't promote. Historically, the base percentage fees haven't increased all that much. It's the added optional ones. Yeah, that's it. It's all the little extras, but that's definitely a psychological thing for me. They add these extra fees. They add the GSP, the little fees on GSP. They add the fact that you get fees on postage. They add this extra fee that's now 0.35%. You can bet within a year that 0.35% will be closer to 1%. So it's like, I wish you'd just simplify it, because if it doesn't bother me, I'd rather see 1 percentage fee, 1 shop fee, instead of all these. It must be so complicated. The eBay itself it must be so complicated in the background. It's probably why they have all these glitches. Paul said, I used to do promoted at 2%, up that to 12%, and did see an increase in sales over 3 months. Dropped back down to 3% and haven't noticed a huge amount of difference. The only thing is, Paul, right, when you do experiments like that, and I've done millions of experiments over the last few years on eBay, so many experiments with percentages, with editing items, with doing this, doing that, relist, sell similar. It's very hard to get a fair comparison, because you'd have to replicate the exact same circumstances for each experiment. So that would mean the same time of year, and a million other things. So if you did your experiment just before Christmas and then did the next part of the experiment just after Christmas, you get unfair results. The whole thing doesn't. It rarely works when you do little tests like that. But you literally would have to replicate every little piece of a test in order to gain the answer to that. Paul said, I've never considered the charity shops, to be honest, but checked out half a dozen in town today. Just couldn't see the profit to work ratio in anything I looked at. I must admit, my spend at charity shops is almost zero now. When was the last time, babe, we really seriously bought stuff at a charity shop?
Florida.
Well, no, forget that.
No, but it was.
I
don't think.
I used to go all the time. We even used to. I mean, okay, it's been winter, so we haven't really done many sort of days out and stuff. But we used to sort of go and do a lot of like thrifting and charity shops and stuff. And maybe we will pick that up again once the weather gets better. But
round here, around where we are in Rill, nothing. We have been round them a few times, the ones in Prestatyn and the ones here. I mean, we went round them with Lana and Steve that time, didn't we? And we still didn't pick anything up.
Yeah.
You're lucky if you pick maybe one item up. I think the last time we picked anything up was when we went to Colwyn Bay, and we did pick a handful of bits up there. And I bought a load of Christmas decorations, and you did pick up a few bits. But that was, like I said, that was before Christmas.
Once Love says, look at the positive. The more sellers that leave, the less competition you have. I think it's a vicious circle, though, Paul. I think it's a vicious circle that you get into with that, because as more sellers leave, more items also leave the marketplace. So then when buyers come and they can't find what they want, they're less likely to come back, and they might find their purchases on Vinted, on whatnot, on Etsy, on Amazon, on Depop, and then get hooked into buying on that platform instead of eBay. And also, I think there's a bit of a generational thing going on at the minute where young people of a certain age, like let's say under 25s, because Belle's boys are in that age bracket where they just don't really shop on eBay. They don't shop on eBay, your two boys, do they?
Never.
They just don't.
I introduced the older one, didn't I, just before Christmas to Vinted, and he started using Vinted. But that was literally him or his partner weren't on it. But yeah, neither of them shop on eBay ever. Amazon, they pick off Amazon.
Well, the thing is, you go to Amazon if you want your item like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Amazon.
I think that's why. I think that's what it is. I think young people want their items there and then, so they probably opt for Amazon rather than eBay. But yeah, no, my two don't go on eBay.
Really go to Amazon if you want something that's secondhand. You generally don't go and search on Amazon for that. It's your electronics and bits and pieces, you know.
I think my two, though, are still very much not online shoppers. My two are still very much go to a physical shop and buy stuff.
Yeah.
They're not really massive online people. I don't know, actually. I feel like if you had the options to buy through YouTube, they probably would do, because they spend half their life on YouTube. So if there was like a YouTube shop, then I think they would do. Because I heard Kieran mention something about TikTok. Yeah, TikTok shops. So yeah, these are sort of the things that they're looking at.
But it is a bit worrying that, like, 225s just don't shop on eBay.
Key will be happy. He's just turned 26 and you keep referring to him as being under 25.
Roughly, isn't it? Roughly. Just taking a demographic of people. But
yeah, but even like that, you know, even his partner Keris, she doesn't shop on eBay as far as I'm aware. She wasn't on Vinted. Yeah.
Ophelia says, "What was the first steps you took?" This is Little Steve's missus, isn't it? This is.
I thought it was, yeah.
To get started as a business, sell your own stuff first, Ophelia. Start with your own stuff. It costs you, well, in theory, it costs you nothing, but I know originally it costs you something. But if you get your own stuff, you don't have to start with any money and build up a bank that way. And it gets you used to the selling routine of selling and posting and customer service and stuff. Salmon Bell says 90% of their stock comes from charity shops. Wow.
We need to go shopping their charity shops.
That's amazing, guys. I mean, I know a lot of your videos surround sort of charity shops. Are you seeing a difference in an increase in prices up there? Or are you still seeing, you're obviously still seeing it very cheap, but does it worry you that the most of the country at the moment seems to be getting really expensive in charity shops? Does it worry you that that's going to creep up over the border into Scotland? I think it would worry me a little bit.
Excuse me, flashing.
AC said eBay needs to concentrate more on engaging with the younger population. I mean, they're trying. They're doing whole Love Island sponsorship, aren't they? So, I mean, I've just picked up on Kieran and Cameron, but you know, there's probably still lots of young people still using eBay. But
I mean, I can't remember. Someone else was commenting then saying they don't. I think it might have been Lana who said she doesn't shop a lot on eBay. And if I'm 100%, I don't really shop massively on eBay anymore either. I tend to, my go-tos for things at the moment are generally like Vinted and stuff like that.
Mm.
And Whatnot for clothing. Spent 10 quid on Whatnot last night showing my old next door neighbour how the system worked. I made that mistake. There was only 11 people in the group and I made the mistake because no one was buying of asking for size 12 clothes because she was like, oh, what do people want? So I asked for size. So then she spent about half an hour showing size 12 clothes. So I felt inclined to buy them.
Bloody hell. Schoolgirl error.
Everything was £1. No one was bidding.
Jason says, don't forget all the postage increases, especially Royal Mail. Certainly getting harder. AC goes to Vinted when looking for clothes. I think a lot of people are using Vinted for clothes at the moment. But yeah, Lisa is right. I think it does depend what you want. And I use the whole array. I mean, I use Amazon, eBay, Vinted, Whatnot. Even for personal purchases, it depends what it is. Depends what it is and where where I go.
Yes, all the different delivery companies know our home address, dear. We know. They come on a regular basis, multiple times a day.
Mm. Just Luke says, I don't even shop on eBay that often anymore myself. Vinted is very easy. TikTok. See, I'm not even going on TikTok. Amazon and eBay for things I won't find in other places. See, I tend to do price comparisons. I'll have a look. I'll have a look on multiple sites and I'll see like how much I can find something for.
Mm-hmm.
I'd never used online shopping until Chris mentioned Temu. You never used online shopping then, Lynn? That's crazy.
Temu is addictive.
It is. Tam Bell says there's an increase in certain ones. Luckily, we can source a wide variety of items, so we always find stuff. Some charity shops are still low, but it's only a couple now, a few boutique types. England is much better for boot sales and jumble trails. Up here in Scotland, we mostly rely on charity shops. Some are overpriced, but some of the independent community ones are good. That's good. And Dig Vintage says apparently 60% of eBay buyers are over 35. I can believe that.
Yeah, well, you're talking to what we were talking to Key about something. Oh, it was his birthday the other week, and he literally moaned because everybody went on Facebook to wish him happy birthday. And he says, "Oh my God," he's like, "I don't go on Facebook. It's just not. I don't do social media in that way." And he's like, "I've got to spend a whole day going on Facebook." He's like, "Why can't people just pick up a phone and ring and wish me happy birthday?" I said, "Because you're forgetting we grew up having that was the only way we could contact." I said, "We don't want to go back there." But to the young people, it's now a hassle and they want to use the phone. So it's going full circle.
Cheap Charlie says, my girls think eBay is a bit tatty to shop on, but will happily shop on Vinted. Even when I've told them it's the same items over different sites. Yeah, a lot of it is the same, isn't it? You know what I find? Because I shop about, like, if I see something on Vinted that I like, the first thing I'll do is go on eBay and see how much I can find it for there. And you often see the exact same pictures, obviously the same seller doing both sites, multi-listing. But yeah, it amuses me that they think Vinted's not tatty and eBay is, when, you know, some of the stuff I've had from Vinted, I don't think I would ever receive in a state like that off eBay. Like
it's not as regulated, is it, Vinted, as eBay is?
No, it's not, and it's obviously not as professional because they don't. At the moment, it's not for professional sellers, but hopefully that'll come soon. But you know, just things like when you order clothes on Vinted, like sometimes, quite often actually, this is a regular occurrence. Something will come, it'll be covered in dog hairs. It'll just be covered in dog hairs, or it'll smell, or it's been stuffed in a bin bag or a Tesco bag and taped up on the outside. And I just think eBay standards generally are better than that. And people don't generally send stuff in that state from eBay. I mean, it will happen because there are exactly the same kinds of private sellers on eBay as there is in Vinted. But I just find that definitely the standards on eBay are better than Vinted. People buy new products from Amazon. eBay I find is for people looking for a specific item. Good secondhand and unique items, yeah.
Rachel was saying, because she uses Vinted now, and she said she ordered a denim jacket the other week and it was described as distressed, which you've sold plenty of distressed items, haven't you? So we know what that looks like. It was described as distressed. She said when it came, she said it was filthy, it stank. And she said it was still rolled up, the sleeves, and when she unrolled the sleeves, it was a completely different colour to like the rest of the jacket. So she literally she said she washed it, put it through the wash. Yeah, Vinted. So she said she washed it and it came up all right, luckily. But she messaged the person to say, "You've sent me this item. It was absolutely disgusting. It was dirty and it smelled." And she was adamant. This woman was like adamant it was a distressed state. I clearly put it was. She said there's a difference between distressed and just downright dirty.
Knackered, yeah.
She was like, she didn't realize you could send pictures. And I said, "Did you not send her a picture of what it looked like after, like before and after?" She said, "No, I didn't realize." But she showed it me, and it's like a light blue color. But the picture on theirs was like, it was like a dark denim. It was disgusting. But she said this woman wouldn't have it. She wouldn't have me that she'd sent me a dirty jacket.
I regularly get stuff off Vinted that is covered in dog hairs. I have to put a lot of effort into stuff I pick up on Vinted. Queenie Conquest says my every drop-off shop is full to overflowing with parcels from 2 sellers on TikTok. This is what your Kieran was saying, that, you know, he watches a lot of TikTok shops and they do really well.
Don't even know what that is. Don't really understand TikTok. I've never really used it. But Chris, you need to get on it. It's the in thing with that younger age bracket. Everyone's a TikToker. You need to start TikToking.
I just don't want another platform. I mean, I hate TikTok anyway because of these stupid videos that you end up going down a rabbit hole and you've lost your whole morning, haven't you?
Well, it could be the next big thing.
Yeah. And it would probably take me ages to get my account to a point where I'm allowed to even have a shop anyway. And I'd have to put a load of effort. I bet I can't just sign up on TikTok and open a shop straight away. I'd probably have to get like 1,000 followers and a load of watch time and all this stuff. I might be wrong there. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat.
I do know, especially because my nephew's done it a few times, but he spends a hell of a lot of money just sending people money on TikTok for videos and stuff that they do. Because you can do like the tipping system, can't you? And from what I can gather, and I've heard it from a few parents who said the kids have just like spent loads of money, and they just spend loads of money like paying people on TikTok. So there you go. You just need to go on and get paid for being on TikTok.
Bell's Cozy Corner says eBay is much more professional for packaging, even from non-resellers. But Vinted is crazy. I got 4 cushions delivered in a carrier bag with the handles tied at the top. The cushions were sticking out. That is pretty much it, isn't it? That is what happens.
Yeah.
Deborah says, I source all my stock from Facebook. That way I can view the item and choose whether to buy or not when I see it. I had the best bargain ever today. Huge profit to be made. That's good, Deborah. It's interesting how everybody operates differently, and that's the beauty of it. There's no way I could operate solely on Facebook Marketplace. Firstly, it would do my nutting with people that just crazy people. And I don't think I could source enough stuff.
Yeah, I don't find a lot on Facebook Marketplace anymore. Again, I feel like that's another marketplace where the prices people are asking us just shut up. I don't find really any bargains very often.
Just Luke says, here we go, TikTok. You can have a TikTok shop just like an eBay store. You don't have to live stream. You can just do a video of the item and then tag the item that's in your store to that video. Very easy. Oh, okay. Even in a lazy way, you could just do a slideshow video of the pictures of the items and see if you get any conversions from that.
Could be missing a trick here, dear.
Could be, but I haven't got the energy for another platform. I just haven't.
I know, but you could be missing a whole demographic of
yeah,
people.
but then I could spend weeks on this and nobody buy a bloody thing, and then I've lost me eBay's gone out the window, whatnot's gone to the wall. Or
it could bring in loads of money.
Or it'd be shite. I'm telling you now, it's shit. Queen of Conquest. My 12-year-old bought a cosmic light thing that projects onto the ceiling for £10. He used it. He used his Go Henry card. That's good.
To fair, it's bloody brilliant.
That is good.
See, it's the younger people that are all over TikTok.
Paul's got a good point, though. I'm sure if and when eBay start doing live selling like whatnot, the anti-eBay folk will be all over it again. Yeah. I do think that when, and I think it's only going to be a when they come up with live selling on eBay, hopefully this year, could make things very, very interesting. Even if you're not into live selling, I think it could bring a raft of people to the platform who maybe weren't using it before. No idea, Ready Steady. I've just got no clue on TikTok at all. I'm not sure I've got the energy to learn that one.
I know. Ophelia said that she'd be embarrassed to send items the way some people receive it. I'd be the same.
Totally. I can't send stuff out like that. George's Treasure Shed says, I've had a few Facebook pickups where it's all arranged, address exchanged, and then they block me. That's what I hate about it. You have my personal details and cut all communication. Yeah. It's probably because they've sold it to somebody else behind your back. Yeah, me too, Joe. And I'm just exhausted just thinking about starting TikTok. What I might do though is go on the platform and have a look at some of these shops and just see what it's all about, because I have had a TikTok account before and I couldn't be arsed with it. Just couldn't be arsed. Hi, Soul Steps.
I tried starting one for Cookie once, didn't I? And the novelty wore off after about a fortnight. I was just like, I can't be arsed.
Yeah. Fluffy Muffin says 3 months' time, Chris will be doing videos about his selling on TikTok. Yeah, here's £10 free to spend on my TikTok shop. Antoinette says you might be missing out on cosplay for the leather coats. Yeah, I'll just give it a miss.
That is true. We both do work really hard.
Ian
John says, Belle, you two work hard day and night.
Ian says, little mention of Etsy. It seems to be going downhill for sellers, including myself. Yeah, I think Etsy and Depop are only going one way.
Never been on Etsy.
I think they're going out the window.
Never been on Etsy. Never been on Depop. I've never been on either of them.
I do think that those two platforms.
George said, I bought 96 rolls of toilet roll on TikTok for 20 quid. That's all I know.
96 rolls. I've sold a couple of bits and pieces on Etsy, but whenever I go on there to look for things, it's just flooded with, I don't know how to describe it, just flooded with sort of print on demand stuff.
Tam and Belle said they tried Etsy and hated it. It was so annoying to list stuff. Belle says we don't even use TikTok. 80s kids hate all the shorts. Kids are going to have no concentration span. Yeah, I just don't get TikTok. But I'm also a person that doesn't get Twitter. So I don't get that either.
Yes, Lisa. Etsy and Depop are one now, really. Obviously, they're two different entities, but they're owned by the same company. Fluffy Muffin says, I earn 50% of my income via TikTok. Bloody hell, Muffin. What do you do on there? Can you explain like what you sell? And I take it you've got one of these TikTok shops. Let us know.
Yeah, well, we're going to be on TikTok tomorrow.
I'm going to have a look at shops on there just as a customer and just see if I like it or not, because that's the way you start, isn't it? Start as a customer and just see how it feels.
Dig says Etsy customers are younger and female, deep pockets. Okay. I think the only time I went on Etsy was when I was looking where I could buy beignets, the New Orleans beignets, and have them delivered to the UK, and there was somebody selling them via Etsy. That was the only time I ever went on. But the charge for having them delivered was ridiculous. Belle's never used Twitter either. At least I'm not on my own with that one. Well, you're a big Twitter fan, aren't you? You're on it all the time.
I'm on it a lot, only for people that I follow. I very rarely post on my Twitter. Very rare. But I do follow not a lot, but I have certain things that I follow, and I just look at my timeline on a daily basis to see what's been updated.
Queenie said, check your Discord members group for a picture of Bobby's TikTok purchases.
I will do, Queenie. Thank you. Since Etsy took over Depop, they've both gone south. Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? She shares her fluffy muffin. Yeah.
Tam says we need a podcast with a TikTok seller, Chris.
That's a good idea. I'm going to make a note of this. Does Fluffy the Muffin want to come on? Where's me?
Let herself in there.
Where's me? This is my podcast book. I'm going to write that in, actually. A TikTok shopper.
Paul says, I don't think I could do a live auction. A lot will be the same, but if it brings more buyers to the platform, I'm all in for it. And Ready Steady says, question, do you think eBay will be the new go-to vintage platform and gobble Etsy vintage sales?
Maybe. Where else would the Etsy people go other than eBay? Vinted? It's the only real option, isn't it? Vinted or eBay.
Fluffy says they don't have a TikTok shop, but I make videos on TikTok and YouTube that drives buyers to my website. Since TikTok made their creator fund more generous, I'm cashing out a nice chunk each month.
Bloody hell.
You've had a few people tell you to get on TikTok.
Fluffy, how can we find Fluffy on TikTok? I want to go and see what content they're putting out. Muffin. You know why they're doing well? Probably because they've got the name Fluffy Muffin, and people are going there wondering if they've mistakenly gone on the OnlyFans site.
Flea Market Jess says they're too old to do Twitter or TikTok. Tam and Bells forgot to enter the duck race. Rookie error. Fluffy said TikTok videos reach further than YouTube videos.
Etsy appeals to younger female buyers because it's much cleaner, well-designed buying experience. We get lots of repeat buyers and buyers buying multiple items. That's good.
Doesn't Etsy do a lot of niche sort of items as well, it's handmade?
It's handmade. The idea of Etsy is handmade, but it has been flooded with stuff that isn't strictly handmade. I just find whenever I'm searching on Etsy, I'm presented with a lot of what we call print on demand stuff. So basically, it's stuff that like remember when I've done print on demand where you share a link and people can have my logo printed on T-shirts and mugs.
You still have a print on demand section if people want to buy your merchandise.
No, I've taken it off. I'm not doing that anymore.
Oh, okay.
I've taken it down. I'm exploring other options with merchandise.
Shows how much I know about our business.
I've taken it off. We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. Oh, okay.
Fluffy's going to email you.
Okay.
Queenie said most Etsy sellers move to Shopify as they do print on demand.
That's what I mean, Queenie. That whenever I search for anything on Etsy, I'm just flooded with all the print on demand stuff. Tam and Bell said, "What is Shopify?" It's basically a build your own like website, and it's like quick and easy, like a standard template of a website, and you can link your eBay store to it. You can link Etsy. You can link a lot of your stores, or you can just list your own stuff like a normal shop, like a website shop. I had a Shopify when we first started, and we were doing movie bundles and stuff. I think I sold one thing on it. Chris said Etsy isn't just vintage now, though. Yeah. Handmade, vintage, and supplies for making stuff. Yeah, like craft supplies and stuff, isn't it? Jack says that's all I see. Cups, T-shirts, and canvases. Yeah, totally. That's all I ever get when I go on there. And it's a shame because obviously Dig Vintage doing really well on Etsy. Hopefully it continues for as long as possible, Dig Vintage. Because everyone's business is different. That's the thing. That's what we were saying earlier. We've had a few people that have come on and said that they do Etsy, that they sell on Etsy. Oh, Channel Nem is with us. Channel Nem, welcome. Is built in a Norwegian prison tonight. This would be Devon and Cornwall's HQ accommodation. I don't know. It's got heating, which is more than we've got at our house. The thing is, Paul, I'm talking like when I first started, and we weren't even selling what we sell now. We were just selling movie like figures and films and stuff like in gift packages. I just gave it a little bit of a test. So it wasn't even linked to my eBay or anything like that. It was just a standalone website. It's very hard to get any traffic to it. So I don't think you can go off what I've said. You've got to try things yourself. And this was probably around 2015. So things are a lot different now.
Joan says, what is the selling platform that is something like Spock that's not exactly right? Has anyone heard of it?
Gumtree.
Yeah, I was thinking Gumtree, but Gumtree's been around for years. I can't believe that anybody uses Gumtree anymore.
Oh, I think she just meant Spock.
No, she said like Spock.
Oh, like Spock. But there is one called Spock.
Yeah. Queenie Constance says there's something called Gymshark started on Shopify. There you go.
Anyway, we've exhausted.
Are we nearly done? I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Well, you can go anytime you want. You want to go to bed? Go and have a lie down.
This is literally it. My room. That's it.
Right. Before we carry on, I need to do some thank yous. Where's my thing?
Is Spock still a thing?
Eh?
Is Spock still a thing? I've never been on it.
Yeah, it is still going. Big thank you to all our members: Matt Sells Stuff, Glamour's Closet, Paul Daubney, GT Prelove, Chris Smith, Rachel Nash, Phil Higginson, Tamman Bell, Secret Carper, Hillary Rhodes, Steve-O, Anything Vintage, Emma Reseller, Queenie Conquest, Tap Peddler, Craig, Shabba, Mick Page, Drink and Dive, The Monkey Thrifter, Retro Electronic Repair, The Dave, Soul Steps, Santa, Andrew Milburn, SB Reselling, Ems Den, Andy Incognito, Craig Wood, Cy, Keith Pitco, Yorkshire Mix, George's Treasure Shed, Once Loved Treasures, and also I need to add on to that Tango 2 Pints, who's also now a member. Thank you, Graham. Tango 2 Pints. We'll be on that for next week. Really appreciate all our VIP members. Thank you so much. And if you did want to join, you get loads of benefits for just $2.99 a month. Loyalty badges and emojis, 15% off my eBay store. You could save your money straight away if you wanted to. Early access to videos, Wall of Fame that I've just read out, admin status on live shows, entry into our Discord group. Now that's the big one. And we've got about 35 people in our Discord group, and we all help each other with anything that we've got going on. It's not just about sort of me, being there and helping. I'll help whoever I can whenever I can, but we just help each other in a private forum, which is sometimes a little bit better than posting your questions in a public Facebook group. So yeah. And we will be doing ad hoc member live chats. I keep promising that, and we have done them in the past, and we will do them in the future.
Yeah, your Discord's been pinging all night.
It was pinging the other day when I was on the podcast.
I know it was. I was like, oh my god! All you could hear was ping, ping, ping.
I know. Which
is not bad when you're watching, obviously, on YouTube, but if you're listening to it on a podcast.
Yeah, luckily when it goes up on the podcast, the audio gets edited automatically, and it takes out a lot of the outside noises and stuff. It's pretty clever how it does it, but it kind of refines the sound for the podcast, so it sounds a lot better. Right, what have we got on this week? What Not Wednesday this week, guys. If you want to come and join us on Wednesday night, I think it's 6:30. I've set it for 6:30 on Wednesday. I'll be doing a wall of collectibles, toys, etc. So we're back on the wall this week. Loads of great stuff to flog this week. So come and have a look. Lots of giveaways, some really nice giveaways actually, and there's stuff in the buy it nows and stuff like that. So there'll be a podcast later this week. I'm just trying to finalize which day and time the podcast is going to be this week because of our guest. She works as well, so I've got to sort of work it around that. We'll have a USA episode out at the weekend, and we are coming to the end of that series. I think I may only have 2 episodes left on that one. So that's what's coming up on the channel. So are we ready to get on with the duck race?
Chappers says the Discord is the best group we have right now. It's a right crack and very helpful people. Love it.
Oh, thank you, Chappers. That's very kind of you. But that's due to the people we've got in there, really. We've got some really, really good people, as you can see from our wall of fame. That's appreciated. Cheers, Tango. I'll take a look at that email as well. Whatnot wall on Wednesday? Yes, that's it. All the W's. No more whatnot for me this week. Oh, you're missing out, Chappers. I've got so much good stuff on Wednesday. FOMO.
It's going to be, you need to keep up with it as well, because I'm not there to help you out either. That'll be fun if you're getting loads of buy it nows.
What I might have to do with the buy it nows this week is just deal with it at the end or something, or when I've got giveaways going on. I could do
but when you've got giveaways not going on there, normally going on while you're still listing stuff.
I know, yeah. But what I've noticed watching other sellers on Whatnot is they don't necessarily go and dig out the buy it now stuff. They just pack it up and ship it. So,
I think that's what you might have to do if you get like loads like we did last week. It was hard even with me just sitting doing the computer stuff, trying to do everything else, and then people are waiting while you're trying to like rummage around and stuff. So you probably are better off just thanking people for doing the buy it nows, and then, like you said, just digging them all out at the end.
I'll probably have to do that, I think.
Oh, right. The Yeomans have joined us. Better late than never.
Hi, guys. Right, we're ready for the duck race. Let's see how many ducks we've got.
Yeah, Once Love said, just show the occasional buy it now.
Yeah, that's what I think we'll do. Just now and again, I'll show one. And also, now and again, I'll take a minute just to go through some stuff that's in the buy it now section to remind people. But yeah, when there was last week, there was loads, wasn't there? Which is great, but I couldn't dig them out quick enough. So
he hasn't got a very good filing process for those little bits.
It's because it's all so small. It's hard to file it and keep it efficient. It's very. And
if anyone's been on that buy it now list, there is how many listings have you got on there?
There's 200 listings now.
There you go. So that's a lot of like little bags to try and rummage through to find the right one.
Yeah, Flea Market Jeff says, I may have accidentally discovered a bit of the psychology Whatnot are using on us buyers. Oh, come on, let us know, Jeff. I want to hear this one.
Paul Rose is leaving us.
Thank you for joining us, Paul. May the eBay algorithm gods bless you all.
There you go. That's the bell end for today.
Yeah. Have you got a bell end?
No. You're at home still.
That's funny. So predictable.
If I did have one, it'd be on my phone.
I'm waiting for Jeff's answer on this. You can't type quick enough. Come on.
Get the duck race going.
All right. I'll get the duck race ready. We've only got 51 ducks in the race tonight. That's the lowest it's been for a while. So
you've got a better chance, all those that have not won yet. Apart from you, Tam and Bell, since you didn't go in it.
Unlucky, Tam and Bell.
Oh my god.
Right. Let's go. Bell's yawning. This is what happens. She yawns just to remind me to finish up.
Tired.
All right. I get it.
Had a mentally draining intensive course today.
Chapper says, I don't know how to enter. Oh, come on, Chappers. How long have you been around for?
Basically, Chappers, when this stream finishes and we've completely gone away, go back onto the video and in the comment section underneath, just write anything you wish, and that will get you into next week's duck race. So not in the chat you're in now. When the stream's finished, go back and put a comment under the video.
Just as if you were going to comment on a video on any video on YouTube, just go and find this stream and comment on it afterwards.
Don't work that way, Tam. He said, be as well putting us in it since it's so low.
No, we can't do it, Tam and Bat. I'd love to, but if I open that floodgate, we'll never get the duck race done because everybody else will want to come in it as well, and you've got to stick to the rules.
Bless, I'm making Bell yawn too.
Right, here we go. Let's share the screen. Are you doing the commentary, babe?
My screen is like this big. I can barely see you, let alone 50 ducks.
That's probably a good thing.
Apparently Steve was asleep before the show even started.
Such a lightweight, isn't he? Right, here we go.
This is race 109.
Race number 109, guys.
It's being named the Tamless race.
And they're off. The duck race 109 is off. Mike and Francis take an early lead with a pink duck. Sue Yeomans, Colin Horton and Karen Evans are all up there at the front as well. Nothing Major is sort of swanning about there towards the front. Sheriff Roscoe, Once Loved Treasures and Ali Evans are also very, very close. AMPR and Lisa at the bottom, both in naked ducks. Towards the back of the pack, we've got Chris Tyler just floundering, doing absolutely nothing. We've got Paula Ann, and we've got Lazy Jane, and we've got Simon Elliott. Simon Elliott's pretty much out of this race. He's gone. He's right off the back of the pack there. Sarah Marsden comes to the front with Guaz and AMPR. Oh, they're the leading three at the moment with Limelight Vinty very, very close as well. Kathy started challenging in first place-ish, sort of. Very close anyway. Carol McDonald, Jamie D, Dizzy J, and Guaz are all very close up front with a minute left to go. We're halfway through the race. And who else have we got? Ella and Dirk Diggler are also close at the front of the pack there. Retro Electronic Repairs coming up. And Sweeney as well. It's starting to spread out the pack a little bit. Thomas Evans comes to the front and goes back again. Andrew Worth as well. George's Treasure Shed in the middle there, coming forward, challenging Ella and Limelight Vinty. Limelight Vinty's been at the front there for quite a while. George's Treasure Shed and Kathy fighting it out. 30 seconds left on the clock. Guaz, Soft Cell, Nothing Major, Limelight Vinty, Lin, all very, very close. It's not going to end like this. Lin and Nothing Major are both leading with Limelight Vinty in third place. Who's going to win it? Who's going to win it? Is it going to be Nothing Major? It looks like it's going to be an easy win for Nothing Major. Don't be silly. Nothing Major's gone to the back. Who's it going to be? I've not got a clue. It's Ready Steady Retro with a naked foot.
Where did that clapping come from?
We always have the clapping.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never
Ready
noticed
Steady
it
Retro,
before.
you are a winner. You've won the pink sparkly duck and a surprise from Joan. Well done to you. Ready Steady Retro, you are the winner.
Well done.
Well done. Let me write that down. Don't forget, please message me. Message me if you win anything on this program. What are we? The BBC.
You have a sparkly duck coming your way.
Has Ready Steady ever won before?
Don't know.
Who won This Is Heavy?
Was it Lisa?
Well done, Ready Steady Retro. You are a winner. Please message me. Find me on Instagram or Facebook, and I will pass your details on to Joan. Joan, thank you very much for your prize this week.
Turn that music off.
All right. I was just doing it. Calm down.
Calm down. Calm down.
It's Ready Steady Retro's first win. There you go, said Flea Market Jeff.
Yay! New beard. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, got them. I think Belle's going straight to bed when this is finished. Look at the state of her.
I am
She
so
started off
tired.
like this, and now she's.
I'm so tired.
Flogged some Togs. Only 51 ducks, and I still couldn't get a name check. I didn't even see your name, Togs. Didn't see it. Lost my duck race cherry. Okay, guys. So look out for this week's podcast. I've not decided day or time yet. I've just got to work it out with our guest. Whatnot Wednesday. It's collectibles and toys this week, so should be a good one. That's pretty much it.
Oh yeah. Let me see Cooker. My battery's dying.
Cookie. Cookie, come here, baby. Come here, babes. Come here, what's this? Come here. Come on, come sit with Daddy. Come on. Come here, baby. You got to come say hello to Mummy. You got to come say hello to Mummy.
Hi, Cookie. Hi,
Oh, there she is.
baby.
Oh, who's
Hi,
that?
Cookie dough.
Let me put you on big screen. Can you hear her? Can you hear Mummy?
Cookie. Hey, baby.
Can you hear
I
Mummy?
can't see her now.
Oh,
You have to put you on big screen.
oh, poor baby. You're missing
look
Mummy,
at my
aren't you?
baby.
You're missing Mummy. Yeah.
I hope you're giving her extra cuddles.
Oh, she's had lots of cuddles.
You better be.
Can you hear Mummy, Cooks? Can you hear
She's not
Mummy?
interested, is she?
If anyone's watching and you fancy doing me a favour, if you've been enjoying the podcasts, go on to your favourite podcast provider. So Spotify, Apple Music, who else? Amazon Alexa or whatever. What else? I think Deezer is another one. Whatever you listen to your podcast or whatever you pay for your music provider. Will you do us a favor and go on there and just give us a rating? Give us a nice rating, like a 5-star, please. And if you feel like it, leave a nice little review. But the main thing is just give us a 5-star rating on your podcast provider. It will just cost you nothing other than your time, but it really helps get the podcast sort of seen a bit more. So it's so difficult to grow a podcast on all those channels. So it'd be really useful if you fancy just giving us a 5-star, that'll do.
Once Love says, I'm going off before you two get weird or weirder. You can't expect anything less from us.
She doesn't even acknowledge that she can hear you.
No, she's never paid any attention to phones, screens, cameras, anything. She hates them.
Yeah, Lisa, that is correct. Cookie was in Mummy's spot last night.
Good.
Cooks, where's Mummy? Where is she?
Cookie.
Oh,
Hey,
she heard that.
baby. Hey, Cookie.
Did you hear that, Cooks?
Cookie. Cooks. Cookie. Hey, girl.
I think she can hear you.
She is. She's listening. Hey, baby.
Do the high pitch one again.
Hey, Cooks.
There you go. She got that.
Cooks. You're always telling me off for doing the stupid high pitch one.
I think she's going to go and have a look for you. You go and have a look? Go on.
Oh, people are saying they're going to go and do your little
Number one
rating.
reselling podcast in Wales, yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, if you go on Spotify, all you got to do is find the podcast and you can do like rate it or hit 5 stars or something. I've even 5-starred my own podcast.
I suppose that means I've got to do it. Oh, Elaine, send her our love, and I hope she does really well. I mean, that's a really nice thing if she's also going to go and do some volunteering as well.
That's good. Right. Thank you, everyone. Have we got a bell end?
Night.
That's not like you. Come on.
Strive to learn something, at least one new thing every day.
What have
Keep
you
your mind
learned today?
active. What have I learned today? The police national database is really hard to manage.
Boring. Boring.
You asked me what I'd learned. You asked me what I'd learned today, and that is what I've learned.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Cheers for joining us tonight. I hope you've had a good evening, and we'll see you next time. What Not Wednesday podcast. New video out Saturday, USA. See you later.
Bye.
Don't forget 5 stars. Thanks very much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you want to catch up on another one of my videos, you can try one like this or one like this. They're both good ones. Give it a go, or you can subscribe by pressing this button here. There you go. See you later.